and your habits will change. You'll desire eating real food, not too much, mostly plants. I'm giving you something away real quick. So let's talk about the components. Okay, so the education and motivation pieces. Our main nutrition book this year is In Defense of Food by Michael Pollan. I'm accepting audiobook this year. You know, if you can't read, you have a hard time sitting down and reading, you fall asleep, you can listen to it on audiobook and you can get points for it. So each book that you read, each of the 2 books that you have an opportunity to read are worth 115 points each. Boom! Okay? So this is the nutrition book, okay? In Defense of Food. And then we always have one reading that has nothing to do with nutrition at all. It's more of a motivational kind of life journey book. Okay, last year we had Start With Why. This year is Man's Search for Meaning. This is a profound, awesome book. Who has read this before? Anybody?
You have a Women's Search for Meaning? Because I feel like that's sexist.
A what? Clown, okay. Man's Search for Meaning. Dr. Viktor Frankl, he is a Holocaust survivor. I think he's still alive. There's video of him giving lectures and stuff like that. This guy he survived through Auschwitz. And the main premise of the book is basically if you have something really deep-rooted inside of you that gives you purpose and meaning, you can get through anything. You can get through absolutely anything. So read this book. It's awesome. It'll change your life. Okay? So here's how you get points for the education piece. Okay? For this book, Man's Search for Meaning, to get the points, 115 points, you have to read it or listen to it, and then it has to be active listening if you're going to listen to it. And you have to email me 5 key takeaways that are applicable to your life. Something that was said in the book applies to your life or how you plan to apply it to your life, okay? So that's all that is required for this one. For the other book, I'll take your word for it. If you read it or you listen to it, you get credit for it. Okay? It's as simple as that. All right? So the honor system. I got one more book here that this is CrossFit 101 that everybody probably at this point should have read. If you haven't, I'm just going to encourage you to do it. If you don't do it during this challenge, do it sometime during this year. It's Enter the Zone by Dr. Barry Sears. Raise your hand if you read it. Already read it. Okay, so there's a lot of people here that still haven't gone through CrossFit 101. This is like must reading for any CrossFitter, okay? Because some of the stuff we're going to touch on today all comes from this, okay? So that's that. 115 points for each book. Okay, the next piece, adherence and journaling. Let's talk about this. 840 total points in this challenge. That's 42 days times 20 points, okay? So there's going to be a lot of questions in this, so let me just jump into it. There's 5 daily scored pieces on this. There should be a refrigerator sheet at the very end of your challenge. This is the sheet you're going to put up on your refrigerator, okay? And this is going to help you keep track of your score all throughout the challenge. Y'all don't have, oh, Maddie's got it. She's handing them out, okay? You're going to put this up on your refrigerator, and this is how you're going to keep score throughout the challenge, okay? So, the 2 biggest pieces of this are, number 1, you got to come to the gym. I know that's a bummer. You have to come here, okay? 6 points a day every time that you show up, okay? I got a couple caveats. If you have to travel for work or something like that, you're going to be out of town, there's a couple options. You can do a travel WOD. There's 10 travel workouts on the CFBC website, and they're in Wodify. All you got to do is look them up and log your score. Okay? So you can do a travel WOD, and that will count as well. If you're traveling, you can visit another gym. Drop into another CrossFit box and see how much they suck compared to us. Yeah! I'm just kidding. I do that a lot. But go visit another box. That will count, okay, if you need to do that. Okay, what if I need a rest day? Many of you do. I find myself in this situation all the time. I'm old. If you train for a few days in a row and your body needs a rest, come to the gym and do what we call active recovery. You don't have to join the class. You can hop on the bike. You can do an easy, nice little 20-minute row. You can go for a jog. You can do the ROMWOD. Come here, do the active recovery, stretch out, get mobile, and you get those points still. Okay? Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Can we do
Okay.
active recovery at home?
No. You got to come here.
What on Sunday?
Yes, good call. Sunday is an active recovery day. It's automatic. And that one you can do anywhere you want because the gym's not open. Okay? So, Sundays, even if you like to play tennis or pick up basketball, that counts. You want to throw a baseball with your son or whatever. Active recovery. This is that easy. Okay?
Does the gym have to be a CrossFit gym? Can't be.
Yes.
For sports.
Yeah. Don't go to LA Fitness.
No, I know,
Okay? All right. Piece number 2. This is where the rubber meets the road in this challenge, okay? It's the daily weighing, measuring, and logging of all the food that you eat. All meals, all drinks. I don't care, you don't have to log your water or your cups of coffee unless you put creamer in it or something like that, okay? But you need to log all your meals, okay? Who already has downloaded the MyFitnessPal app on your phone? You got it. This is going to be the primary thing. If you have something else, like Maureen uses a different one, that's okay. Just talk to me about it. But you have to log all your food, all your meals, okay? So that's worth 6 points a day. The next one, no processed carbohydrates. Processed carbohydrates are flour products, bread, pasta. Okay? Now look, this is not a paleo challenge, so starches are okay, like potatoes, sweet potatoes. You can have rice, okay? And some of you guys, like if you're trying to gain, like you're trying to put on a couple of pounds of muscle, you probably need it, okay? So that is okay, but no bread, no pasta, any kind of processed carbohydrates. Does everybody understand that? Okay? 3 points a day for that. Next one, number 4, no sugar, no alcohol. Any sugary type foods.
Amen.
No cookies, no ice cream, no cake,
No wine.
no wine, shot of vodka, beer, all of that. Just one, you lose the points for that day. Now listen.
You might as well have 3 if you're
Listen.
gonna have
If it's Saturday night and you're gonna have a beer, okay, fine, lose the points. All I'm saying is don't go nuts, and if you do it, be honest about it and score yourself accordingly. Now listen, hold on. I'm gonna get ahead of some of these questions. Now, if you eat a piece of cake, or you have a beer, or something like that, you can still get your 6 points by putting it in, weighing, measuring, and logging it. Okay? Let me tell you what will happen. Your mind knows that you have to hold yourself accountable, right? So the odds of you doing it are a little bit less likely. All right? So everybody understand that? Whether starting today. Today is day 1. Today is day 1. Okay. The last points up for grabs on a daily basis is hydration. You have to hydrate with water. Okay? So here's how you do the math on that. You take your body weight, divide it by 2. That's the amount of ounces that you have to consume in a day to be properly hydrated. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put a cap on it. See my bottle back there? Everybody see one of those shaker bottles? For me, it's 4 of those a day, and I'm close to 200 pounds, so 4 of those a day. For guys, I'm going to cap you at 4. For ladies, I'll cap you at 3. Okay, so if you go through 3 of those a day, ladies,
How many
you're good.
ounces is that? How many ounces?
32 ounces.
Enough.
There's 30 to 32 ounces. Those bottles.